Hello and welcome back to a brand new vlog. My name is Orion. I make videos every single Wednesday and Sunday and I post them at 6 p.m.
And welcome to our absolutely gorgeous holiday home for the weekend.
We have come away to get a break from all the DIY and crazy moving stuff that's been happening to us recently.
And we have booked ourselves a absolutely stunning Airbnb in the Derbyshire Dales.
As I actually film this, it is moving out of the holiday home for the day. But I wanted to give you guys a quick tour of where I've been because it's been so nice to switch off from life and everything that's been going on because I've been just so busy. I'll show you guys around the house.
And if this carport is anything to indicate, this place is massive.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever stayed in a building so big.
Like seriously, just look at the entrance to this place.
When you go to the right, you're greeted by not only one kitchen, but you keep going through here into the dining kitchen. Look at this place.
This is the first time I've ever encountered one of these. It's ever hot. Literally, this thing is hot all the time.
And I just love the kitchen cabinets here, like all solid wood. It's actually beautiful.
And if you're shocked at even how big this place is,
you go the other way and it's like a office study room and then leads you into the lounge, which again is absolutely huge.
This is where we basically spent the majority of our time, just all chilling here in front of the fire. It's been gorgeous.
And waking up in the morning having a cup of tea with the views out here, something else.
The one thing I will say is despite how big these places are, the TVs are tiny.
But to be fair, I guess you don't really come to these kind of places to watch TV. Like, we've never turned it on. We've just been chilling in front of the fire, talking.
But I think it's quite nice to have a room centered around a fireplace rather than the TV.
There is one more room downstairs, and it has to have been the creepiest and weirdest room in the building, and none of us have stayed in here.
We all just passed through it to get to the toilet downstairs with the sink outside, bit odd.
But yeah, there's hooks on the ceiling. This is like, we think this is like a horse tack room because this is named like the old stable house. But yeah, it's just a bit. Would you sleep in here?
I don't know if I would, but if you go upstairs.
There are 3 bedrooms, some of which I've not even been in, but the room that we've been staying in is in here with this, probably the highest bed I've ever slept on.
It is genuinely so high off the ground that Jess has to kind of jump off the bed, but yeah, we've got ourselves like an 8-poster bed.
Been incredibly comfy. However, in this house, there is literally ladybugs everywhere.
Then coming out of the bedroom and going into our bathroom, this shower, 10 out of 10. Lovely, lovely room.
But it's time to venture into the master bedroom, which I've not been in yet, and this room is actually very nice.
Comes with an ensuite as well. I think it's got the same shower. Our shower is genuinely so good. This is lovely, look at the bath.
One thing I love about houses like this is how high the ceilings are. It gives you so much space and it's really, really nice. The one thing I would say, however, is to heat this place, it must cost a fortune.
And then going across the landing, I think we've got another bathroom in here, which I've not been into yet. Oh yeah, look, another, oh my God, this place, lush. I've kind of gone away from like the whole gray theme that you see in like my house or how it used to be. And I much prefer like the, you know, linen colors because it makes the place feel so much brighter. But in this house, it actually really complements it quite well. And then at the front of the house, got the beautiful garden, but one more bedroom in here. Oh yeah, mate, this place is actually gorgeous.
I've said it so many times, but you know what? I think we drew the short straw because everyone's got these lovely beds. We've got like a crack in the middle of ours.
All the same, the beds have been very comfortable.
And that is a tour of this Airbnb over. Honestly, it's so nice to stay in these. The first Airbnb I ever stayed in was at the house that we've been for like the last 5 months. And it's so nice to kind of visit places like this and see how they will decorate. Obviously, this is like a farmhouse. Like, we're in the countryside. There is nobody here other than like, you know, the farm owners who live next door, and their house is huge.
Which I would go show you, but I don't want to be rude.
I've nicknamed the guy that like owns this place as Charles because he speaks just like Charles. He's a very prim and proper bloke. And yeah, what a stay. If you want to stay here, I'll leave a link in the description of where this place is. It's honestly so good.
But it's time to say goodbye to the stables house
because we're off for a walk to talk about what's next.
But unfortunately, the weather has taken a worse of the wear.
Really hoping it doesn't rain for the rest of the day.
Because we have come to the beautiful town of Matlock to go on one of those.
Which should take us up to the heights of Abraham.
Where it looks like there's absolutely loads to do.
Is this going to be fun?
Yeah.
I think so. Man, Benjamin on that was comical. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah? And oh my God, would you look at this for a view? Wowza. Shame it's not a lovely day. But it has been an absolutely lovely weekend. I am genuinely so exhausted recently. I've been starting my days at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, getting up, doing some work, and then DIY and moving all day. And then I come back, I gotta do the school runs, and then I stream as well. Mate, it's too much. It's nice to finally experience the great outdoors again and get some fresh air, because I think going for walks really does help. I'm yet to talk about all the stuff that's going on off camera just because of confidential reasons. I can't really talk about it right now, which is super frustrating. There's a lot of really sick things coming in the future, and I genuinely cannot wait to share those with you. As soon as I get the green light, I will start talking about it, but for now I can't. But yeah, it's just been so stressful with, like, you know, the contents of my car getting stolen and then like moving and stuff like that, which is way more stressful than I really anticipated. I thought it'd be like a nice easy process just moving back to the flat, but with the DIY and everything that's going on at home, like with all the problems, it's just it's been a manic one. But I think we found ourselves a little bit of a woodland musical corner. You gonna play us a song then? That actually works way better than I anticipated. But now that we're back at the flat and things are starting to settle down a bit, obviously the DIY vlogs are going to start to take a bit of a decline. I know people have really enjoyed those, and it's been so fun to do them. And I think there's a couple of like family projects coming up in the future that I might be able to help out with that I could film and share with you guys. So stay tuned for that. But if you enjoy exploring Great Britain, we do go on a lot of walks and we go exploring all over the place. I believe we're about to go into a cave, which would be pretty fun. So if you like that kind of content, then please do hit subscribe and leave a thumbs up if you're looking forward to the adventure vlogs. But we've arrived at a great Rutland cavern, and I can't wait to crouch my way through here. Oh dear. From experience, I don't expect these things to be well lit, so fingers crossed. That was very insightful. These are all the ores that they found in there, and it would only have a single candle to mine with. And it's crazy to think that you would start doing it from the age of 6. But just above the cavern entrance, there's a lovely little beer garden with a cracking view. You know that feeling when you go on holiday where you just don't want the weekend to end? I'm kind of in that mindset at the moment because I've got so much stuff left to do when I get back. We need to clean the house and primarily start doing the corridor as our second thing, because not only do we need to fill and fix all of the holes that are in the corridor, but we need to paint the entire thing. I need to figure out what to do with the whole like mold situation around the windows. As you can kind of see now, like they've just kind of painted over it with like mold protection paint, I think it is. I don't know where I need to sand this down, or I need to just paint straight over it. And then once I've done that, I need to figure out what I'm going to be doing about like the shoe like cabinet next to the door, because we definitely do need one. We just have far too many shoes. So we're going to need to install one of those near the door. I'm considering just buying one from IKEA rather than going through the hassle and stress of like trying to build one. Whilst it is fun to have those kind of projects, now that the home is getting a bit more decorated and clean, I don't really want to start sawing up loads of wood in the flat. Like, it'd be so much better if I had, you know, my garage or a shed or like even just a garden to work out of. But doing it all inside the flat, it gets hella dusty. So I need to try and find one of those from like IKEA or somewhere else. There is an obvious downside to all of this, and that is in the form of cost. Like, don't get me wrong, we've tried to keep things as cheap as possible. That's why I've built everything myself, because it's significantly cheaper to like build it all and have the materials and do it myself than it is for me to go out and buy furniture. Like, I'm so happy with how the cabinet underneath the TV came out, because having to buy a whole new unit there would have cost a lot of money. Even to get all the materials to build like a media wall, that would have been quite expensive. So I'm running a little bit low on funds just because of like I said, stuff that's going on off camera, but we're getting there. So hopefully I can find something that's, you know, reasonably priced to finish off the corridor. And then I guess the third or fourth, the final thing, I want to get a bunch of photos that I take of beautiful views like this, about, you know, places we go adventuring or just family pictures and stuff like that, framed and put all over the flat. Because I've mentioned before that I do want to get some big canvases and stuff like that for the flat. I just don't really know where the best place to go printed is. So if you have any suggestions, then please do let me know in the comments down below, because I am looking to print some really high quality pictures. But other than tackling his room, that is basically all of the DIY at the flat done, and all the decorating, and can start to think about just settling there again. Obviously, like I said, like I know people want to see the table that we're looking to buy, and I'll pop a picture of it here, but it costs quite a lot of money, so we're kind of holding off on that for now. And Benjamin's room, that is going to cost a lot of money and a lot of planning. So yeah, the next vlog will probably contain the final pieces of decorating the flat and doing the hallway, and then it'll be back to adventuring all over again like we did last year, which I'm really excited to do because I do love being outside. It may be grey and miserable, but I do love some fresh air. So if you're looking forward to that, then make sure you leave a thumbs up rating and hit subscribe if you are new here. We are still on the road to 25k, and like I said, there are a lot of really cool things coming up, potentially some more projects like knocking down a conservatory. I need to ask if I could film that. And then I think my mum wants to build like some container house outside her. I don't know, maybe we'll do that in the future. I'm not sure yet, but again, thank you so much for watching. I am climbing up the steepest fucking hill in the world right now, but yeah guys, it's been Orion. As always, thank you so much for watching. Peace, much love, bye bye.
You're going down. Look out for